Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yeah, ALBT had some really good news, and then TIRX a bit more suspicious, but it's a penny stock, so it's gonna move on anything really. Yeah. So that one, don't quite trust as much. That 10 cents area is usually gonna be a problem to you, so be careful. Unbelievable. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Thursday. This one looks good too. I think that supply zone right above 80 cents is holding it back. Holding it back. Good morning. Spider Man, Joe Rogan. I hope so. Good morning, Sunny Donovan. Good morning. Chicky, good morning. You made $700. Good job. Well done. Chance, good morning. Good morning, Jay. Sean, good morning. Tim, good morning. Sid, good morning. Lisa, good morning. Rumteen, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Lizzie, good morning. Richie, good morning. Josh, good morning. JR, good morning. Michael, good morning. Baseball, Josh, are you out already? You're gone, or you're still here? Winterfell, good morning. Good morning, Chapman A. Good morning. Good morning, Kevin. Good morning. Pronik, good morning. Kara, good morning. Hello, hello. Ibo, good morning. Mini, good morning. Wada, good morning. Good morning, everybody. On the daily and the weekly, is that correct? See, I don't really think that matters for a name like that. I understand what you're looking at, though. I just don't think it matters. I'll take a look in a second if you're in a position, though. Good morning, Sid. Unbelievable. CM, good morning. NYC, good morning. Spendy, good morning. Good morning, Leo. Yeah. Okay. This one's so annoying. The range is so annoying. This is one of those things where like nobody wants to touch it because it's at resistance, right? Everybody's like, nope, 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 nope. That's kind of the retail mindset. But as soon as that thing breaks above, if it does break above that level, you're gonna see FOMO. Everybody's gonna be like, "Oh my gosh, it's going! I need to get it now!" Right? That's retail for you, you know. Anyways, there's a lot of resistance, so a lot of people are taking their profits right below $1.30, which is fair. It is failing at resistance, so people are gonna be selling. Also, we're approaching the open now, so it becomes a bit more concerning. Hopefully, we'll see what happens at the open. The resistance is quite clear. Your first level of support is clear, right? So for now, we're basically just ranging between, on the low end, $1.12 ish, to $1.30 on the high end. So we'll see which way we break. Alrighty. So if we break below that $1.12, then we're obviously looking for a dollar, but really the 200 EMA. And then if we break above $1.30, then you're looking for closer to $1.50. So this will most likely be the main stock going into the open. Because you look at the volume, you look at the news, you look at the float, you look at the, everything kind of fits together, which is nice. Just needs to break out. So we'll see if it actually does. This one's been good too. At this point, I think I'd be waiting for this one to give you a proper dip, or simply just break out above like 82 cents and actually close above it. Alrighty, so and then go from there. Cool. So we like this one going into the open. We like this one too from last night. This has been good. Um, I think the level that I was really paying attention to was that 45 cents, right? So it's used that level really well as support. And then a lot of resistance closer to 54, 55. So that's SMJF. What the hell happened there? Interesting. Yeah, so we're gonna be paying attention to this one as well. If TIRX can find a way to break above 10 cents and actually close above it, then that would be good too. There are a few more random stocks to look at, like BFLY, RXT, and stuff like that. But they're not really performing right now, so we just kind of have them, on the back burner in case we see something good there. But BFLY looks okay. I'm sure some of you guys are going to be holding or liking this one, right? It looks fine to me. It just doesn't seem like it has that volume. So maybe at the open, if it can stay above 375, this is still okay. Alrighty. RXT just never goes away because they have such a good catalyst. For now, I'd be watching for support closer to $1.60 on this one. As long as it stays above that, you're fine. Cool. And that's it. Those are really the main stocks we're going to be paying attention to, right? So obviously we talked about CURX already. Uh, the S&P is slightly green this morning, slightly. Nvidia crushed earnings, and yet the markets are still kind of struggling. Right? That's why we keep saying like earnings is such a gamble. Like you really just can't predict that stuff. Um, because the question was never will Nvidia beat earnings. Then nobody questions that. Those guys make too much money. Um, you know, the question is, well, what does the guidance look like, and also what does the stock do after that? It's on here somewhere. It's on the left hand side, Chris. So yeah, HCTI, another one of those that's kind of on the back burner. For now, as long as you can stay above like $8, it should be okay. It looks really weak, right? So the two levels I'd be paying attention to, so closer to between 810 and 820. If they can stay above that range, good, Chris. And then if you can break out above 860 at the open, then that volume might come in for a push to the 200 EMA, which is at $9. Floyd, good morning. KB, good morning. Shop, good morning. Heisenberg, good morning. Luna, good morning. Good morning. Scumbag Things, Nancy, good morning. Pat, good morning. Ria, good morning. If I missed you, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Cool. Okay. Question for you guys in the chat though. What's your favorite stock going into the open? What is your favorite stock going into the open? Spandy says, I got 3,000 shares at 117. Should I sell some before the market opens just in case? I mean, that's never a bad thing. The market open is like the least predictable things ever, because there's so much volume that's going to come in at the open. Some people are going to be FOMOing at the open. Some people are going to be selling because they couldn't sell in pre-market. So if you feel like you want to get rid of some of it, that's completely up to you, right? Again, Spandy, maybe come join us in Discord, because the news came out a long time ago, right? A long time ago. So you're buying at 17 and not selling at $1.30-ish, right? While this thing was pumping the whole time in Discord, right? So you're missing out. Anyways, so for now the range is fine. I would almost hope that we can pop immediately at the open for ALBT, but you never know, right? So this thing still looks completely fine to me, even though it doesn't, want to break out. Even though it doesn't want to break out. Let's see. Okay. What is your favorite stock going into the open? BFLY, ALBT, Squirrel. Good job. Yeah, it's gonna be ALBT for a lot of you guys for the right reasons. QQQ, yeah. NVDA, yeah. So ALBT, BFLY, CURX, HCTI, RXT. Okay. QUBT, Rodney, with NVIDIA. AEHL, yeah. So basically the same stocks we're playing with or watching, right? So we're all on the same page for the most part. Again, good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. Let's make some monies. Most of you should be green already, honestly, because this has given some pretty nice scalps, right? And this has been good to you, kind of stalling a resistance, so it's a bit more fishy, right? Like I said, you need a proper dip on this one or breakout before it becomes a play again. Alrighty. CURX, we're now going to need to break back above that last high that we've created there, or simply just come back and retest the bottom of the range. Alrighty. So obviously we're going to keep an eye on that. HCTI, we've talked about the levels already on this one. Same thing with TIRX. Right. So a lot of these names need work. RXT, BFLY is looking okay because it's holding that that double bottom there. So let's hope it can continue to hold it. The S&P is going to turn red here soon. Redness. Anyways, it better go up. I hope it goes up. I hope it goes up. I mean, we are kind of consolidating too in the demand zone, so you would hope that there's a bit more volume at the open, but you really never know. Less than 3 minutes. And Rajasek, make sure you're not delayed. Make sure you're not delayed already. Winterfell, yeah. I think the fact that we ran the previous 2 days, though, kind of prices in the Nvidia news. But at the same time, those were really good earnings. But it really doesn't matter. Doesn't matter one bit. Maybe initially when they come out, but yeah, Discord's 24/7, right? Like again, the news for if I go back, let me search up ALBT, right? So you're gonna see a lot of spam. So I'm really not gonna scroll back. The news came out at 8 o'clock, 8:01, 8 o'clock this morning for ALBT, right? And again, everybody was in Discord this morning. Where's 8:01 a.m. Eastern, right? So, surprise, 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 surprise. The news came out on this candle right there at the very bottom, right there at the very bottom. The news came out, and then people started to form on the way up. And like we said this morning, like sometimes you just know when you have a penny stock that has news with AMD, Nvidia, Microsoft, Meta, all these big stocks, you know the stock is gonna fly, right? So you FOMO and then you ask questions later. It's like, hey, okay, I messed up. You know what? I thought this was good. My bad, right? So that was really good news. The stock was still closer to 50 cents, right? And then it just kept pumping and pumping. So again, like Discord is 24/7, and there's a reason why we have a community, right? Because when you're FOMOing at the top now, congratulations, already. So yeah. Anyways, open the markets. Here we go. We are open for business. We are open for business. So those initial candles are retesting the bottom of the range. Let's see what happens here, though, because it's going to go both ways. It's going down initially. Let's see if we can stay above the that VWAP there and then push back up. Even at the open, it's still going sideways. Crazy, huh? It's going to move one way or the other. All right, there it goes. There it goes. Nice little pop there off the bottom. 126. Can we finally break out this time? 127. It's just gonna go both ways until it breaks out of like one of the levels there. So testing the bottom, testing the top. Do we still like the stock? Yeah, we do. Right. Question is, can it give us boomskis though? Can it give us the boomskis? 127 again. Going once, going twice, and sold to the highest bidder. Again, we're just going back and forth here. Right. So let's see if we can get a breakout there. There's just too much selling at the top there. BFLY, on the other hand, says, hey guys, I'm here now. My name is Fly. I fly like a butterfly. That thing just had a nice push there. Really nice breakout. So, again, the only downside to this stuff is we're at the open. So you're just going to get a whole bunch of volatility. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to hold. Right, so CURX is looking fine still. It's going for that last high breakout, so 51 cents. AEHL looks okay too. Right, so most of these names look okay. Right? Most of these names look okay. The only thing that doesn't look okay is TIRX. But again, we kind of expected that. They're buying at 30,000 Bitcoin or whatever they're doing. I thought Bitcoin was banned in China. Anyways. Yeah. So it looks like ALBT is failing to break out at the top of the range. So they're just going to keep playing games until they decide which way they want to send it. Ready? Looking good. And BFLY is like, hey guys, I'm just going to keep pumping it. Pumping it. $4.50. $4.50. That was a really nice little base there, right? That double bottom for BFLY. See if we can break out here and actually stay above them. ALBT is just pissing people off at this point. Oh my days, that thing is annoying, isn't it? Just back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. It's holding up really well though. Really, really well. So you're gonna need these candles to break and close above $1.50, 450 for BFLY. right? Do we still like this damn stock ALBT? Yeah, we do. Does it need to break out? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. CURX KB, right? Nice push there. Not quite at the highs of the day, but you're testing that 54, 55 resistance now, right? So that's looking good as well. That is looking good. Uh, do, do, do. Okay, so just be careful with that resistance up here, right? So 54 to 55, there's a lot of selling usually in that range. But that does look good though. That does look good. BFLY is getting rejected off that resistance, 450. That really isn't a surprise, right? So we knew that level would be resistance, and yeah. Okay, we're still playing that range. Yeah, we're still playing the range. Yeah, you're in at 45 kb. Well done, excellent, excellent. Stay green though, obviously. Stay green, stay green. Your initial level is going to be this $12, and then it's going to be $1, and then it's going to be the 200 EMA. Already closer to like 95 cents. So for now that level is $1.12 ish for support on this one. Yeah, I think the only concern here is we're right at the open and it's pretty annoying. So there's still a lot of volume that could slap this thing to the abyss if it breaks down. So make sure you're waiting for consolidation on these names, right? Especially at the open, right? Especially at the open. People are still trying to decide if they like this name or not. You don't want to just randomly be jumping in at a level because you think it's support. You're gonna get entered. So make sure you're waiting for that actual confirmation. Right? Still a lot of volume in this name that could sell it, or vice versa. So let's see what we do with this candle going down here. Alrighty, and then go from there. This one's still looking good though. CURX, and so is BFLY. BFLY is retesting that 450 again. Looking good, those two names. 55. Do I think ALBT is done though? No, I don't think it's done. Right? I don't think we have enough data to say that that thing is done yet. Alrighty, so I think again, people are frustrated that it's not breaking out. So it's gonna play games there, but I don't think it's done. Alrighty, so because I know someone's gonna ask, is he done? Is he done? They got the big news the other day. It's not going to do anything today. Yeah, maybe we'll see. We'll give it a few minutes, obviously, right, and see if the volume picks up. But CURX is looking nice. There goes 57. 57. That's a nice push. The high from pre-market was really close to this spot, right? So it was 58. So that was the high from actually from last night, right? So that 58. So he's looking good still. It's a nice push. Yeah, that's crazy, Sid. Crazy, crazy. Yeah, I think they're taking advantage of the fact that Nvidia had the two runs the previous 2 days, and they're like, nope, slap it now, slap it now. I would not be surprised though to see the markets go from this to pumping back up. So I think this is more of a retest. That this could easily be a scam, a bear trap. So we'll see though. We shall see. Here we go. CURX is flying there. Oof, beautiful guys. Look at this thing go. Look at that thing go. Look at it go. Look at it go. KB, are you proud of yourself? You should be, right? I know you missed the one from yesterday, but then look at what happened today, right? Congratulations, high five. So sometimes when you miss something, it's like, hey, you know what? Frustrating. It is what it is, right? We move on. Yeah. Your day, maybe it just wasn't your day. It wasn't your stock, right? So your stock comes the next day. Beautiful, huh? Yep. No giving up. So we're still kind of playing games with this one. I still don't mind it. I don't think it's done yet, right? But these two other stocks are flying right now. Is BFLY? No, it's just stalling a little bit below 470. Okay, look at this thing go though. Look at its go, guys. Look at this go. 62 cents. KB is smiling, 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 smiling. Beautiful. Congratulations if you're in this. Type yes in the chat if you're holding CURX. Type yes in the chat if you're holding CURX. Love it. Yes, 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 yes. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Again, for those of you that are not in Discord, right? And you're like, when does Discord open? Well, last night we were talking about this and that 45 cent level, right? Um, this was posted in Trade Ideas. I posted this in Trade Ideas. Rob also posted this in Trade Ideas on his watch list for the next day. And that 45 cents was the level we were paying attention to, right? And it did a really good job holding around that 45 cents and then boom skis. So you're like, oh, KB, how come you're in at 45 cents? Oh my gosh, how did you know? Because she had to cook. Anyways, you're gonna most likely get a retest here of that breakout at some point already. It's kind of stalling a little bit here, so you're gonna get a retest. BFLY still looks good, but you're stalling a bit here, Carl, at 470. So just keep that in mind. AEHL is trying to curl off the golden pocket here. It's like a mini double bottom, isn't it? So like this little range, right? It's like a mini double bottom there. So it's trying to give you a W. Trying to. There's so much resistance there, though. Right? So much resistance, but it's trying. So not a bad thing. Nancy, good job. 47 cents. I like it. I like it. I think today was set up to be a cooking day, you know, the way pre-market looked. I mean, the way the entire week has looked for the most part. Since we had that 200% run, was it 2 days ago? Markets have been flying. Flying. Yep. Again, do I think ALBT is done? No, I don't. I just don't think we have enough data yet. If we start getting lower highs now, though, and we break below this bottom, then we might be, right? So for now, that initial dip at the open is not, you know, like there's just not enough information there. Just not enough information there. But seem to miss some. Good morning, Street. So yeah, that's a pretty nice little W there for AEHL. Nice curl. And it's pushing nicely through those supply zones, so that's good. BFLY is pushing through that 470. See if we can actually close above it though. Yeah. There's some really good names this morning. HCTI said thank you as well. I'm gonna bounce off the double bottom and retest the 200 EMA. So a good spot above $8, right, Chris? Did you? Hopefully you got in at that $8 ish. And so that was a good little range there for you. And then a breakout. There goes AEHL testing 80 cents now. So looking good. The gift that keeps giving. Yeah. Yeah. I like it. I like it. It's been a good morning. I like the price action this morning. Some good volatility. I like it. 820, Chris. High five. Stay green though, please, because that thing might be overly volatile. Just try and stay green. Yeah, that's a really nice push there. And then obviously when you look to the left hand side, you can see all those, you know, like for the most part, like yeah, you have a supply zone, but for the most part, if you look left, you can see this entire range, right, for resistance here for AEHL, right? So that's really going to be the problem there, and it's failing already at that area, so it does need to break out. but it looks good. Nice bounce off the bottom here. That was really good actually. Right, golden pocket right above the 200 EMA double bottom. Mini demand zone shows up, and then boom skis. So question is, can it break out though? Can it break out? We talked about that retest for CURX. It had to happen, right? So let's see if we can close these candles above 58 and consolidate and then curl back up. But nice push. March 20. Are you just gonna keep playing games? We should have known. We should have known. ALBT playing games like this all morning. We should have known. You know. This is why, like, I'm like, when people sell positions at resistance, I'm such a big fan of that, right? I'd rather you sell that position and then come back and say, hey, okay, it broke out, or it's giving me a brand new opportunity, right? Sometimes the biggest regrets you can have, are like, you see a stock that's clearly at resistance, and it's clearly at resistance, and then you don't sell it, and then you don't sell it, and it's dead, like, for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and you still don't sell it, and then it dips, and then you're like, see, you idiot, look at your face in the mirror. Have you ever talked to yourself in the mirror, guys? And trashed yourself? Yeah, that's what stocks like that will do to you, right? When you could tell that, hey, like, this is a problem, am I going to sell this problem? No, I'm going to sit there and pray, right? So sometimes, the best thing you can do is sell that position at resistance and then get back in when that resistance is gone, right? So I still think we're okay for now, but if we consistently get these lower highs and we break that bottom, then we might have a problem, because they might want to go back and retest the 200 EMA, right? As much as this still looks okay, right, it also hasn't given us any signs of like, oh, we're gonna go boom skis, right? They're just like, it's a neutral thing now, right? No clear signs of rockets, no clear signs of like bridge either, right? So, and there goes AEHL with the push. 81 pennies. Yeah, Rumteen. Yeah. I like it. I like it. Beautiful. Let's see if we can actually close above 80, 81, 82. Let's see. Chris, hopefully you sold that position, right? We talked about this earlier. When a stock is bouncing like that, what's the next logical potential target, right? We don't really talk about targets, but when a stock has a double bottom, okay, like, it doesn't really matter where it's coming from, right? But when it's pushing up like that, your next logical test level is that 200 EMA, right? Especially when it's below. So when it's stalling at that level like that, you want to be very careful. So hopefully you're not red in that position, because I will find you. I know where you live. I know where you live. Okay. So we're still technically failing at resistance here for AEHL. So we need to break above it. Yeah, your next level would be that 54, 55 range, if it wants to sell up to that range. Alrighty. That would be your next area there, 55, 54-ish. As long as it's actually consolidating there, though. Let's go. Brett says 444 this morning. BFLY, ALBT, CURX, AEHL. Now let's give it all back. uh, yeah, go outside, please, before you give the monies back. Brett, I know where you live too. Okay, let's see. I mean, it looks like it's bouncing already off 55 Chicky, right? Again, ALBT, right? We still look okay with this one. It's fighting for its life here. That thing is really trying to hold above $1. Really trying to hold. The S&P is looking like it wants to go all the way back down and retest that 90, right? There's a golden pocket at 90 as well. So that might be the level they want to push it down to, right? That might be the spawn. It's kind of holding that area up there, but it also looks a bit suspicious. So they might want to drag it down to that spot. We shall see. Again, ALBT with a nice little curl back to $1.19, $1.20, right? So again, sometimes we're quick to like write off these names at the open. Can't really do that yet, right? Can't do that yet. There we go. There we go. 120. We're basically back into that stupid, annoying range. We're back into that stupid range, guys, where that supply zone is right above it and it just keeps going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So let's see if we can actually break out this time. Good job. Pelish, good job. Good job. Yeah, no, SPY looks like it's destined for that golden pocket there. And then maybe a reversal. Obviously, Bitcoin's going to crash with tech stocks. Why? Because Bitcoin crashes with everything, basically. Because Bitcoin crashes with everything. Even if you saw a fly flying and then it crashed, Bitcoin would crash with it too. Yeah, just saying. Yeah. The downtrend. The downtrend in this case doesn't really matter as much because it's the same range, right? So this would more so count as yeah, like it's the same resistance basically. So come on and push. Yes, there's a bit of support at the Fibonacci line there for that. Chris, I hope you sold this position because I will find you. Alrighty, I will show up to your workplace and I will slap the rubbish out of you. Alrighty, okay. Here we go. ALBT. Stopped out the rest. Barely a profit still in NVTS. Okay. Yeah, NVIDIA was always going to be a gamble. Always. YOLO, YOLO, YOLO. Good earnings or not, doesn't really matter. Yeah. Yeah. It has that history. And especially when it's below the 200 EMA, you expect the worst. Ready? Yeah. No, BFLY looks really good. Yeah. Carl is smiling. Smiling. Good job. Good jobs. I like it. 46. Yeah, Carl is yeah, there you go. $5. Well done. Good job. Yeah, no, this thing's performed really well today. That's why like to you, like the weekly and the cup and handle might matter. To me, this doesn't really matter. Right? So that was a really good breakout. It was a really good double bottom at the open and it was a really good breakout. And it's above the 200 EMA and the VWAP. Like it looks good. So yeah, here comes that $5 retest test. What's your position in that play, Scary? Yeah, $5 make you holla. Interesting. Let's go. Look at that, Kirsten. You're cooking this morning. Cooking. I like it. There you go. Come on now. You're gonna go to work today smiling. They're gonna be like, "Why are you smiling?" You're gonna say, "Hey, watch your mouth. I don't need to be here." Watch the way you're talking to me. I just cooked the stocks this morning. Watch your mouth. 466. Like you need to break above that $5. So nothing above that really matters for now until we actually break it. Alrighty. So worry about like your stop loss for now, or taking profits. ALBT just got slapped. They rejected that thing from resistance, right? Like again, resistance until that thing breaks above resistance. There's just nothing there, right? There's nothing to see there. already, and it's actually halted down now. Yeah, it's halted down. Yep. So that's why sometimes when you're at resistance, you have to really think about like, hey, you know what? Maybe I should sell this thing and wait for the breakout, or maybe wait for something else, right? At the very least, put stop losses. Alrighty. Use the damn stop losses. BFLY is failing at $5. I don't think that's a surprise. Yeah. So when you're getting to a nice round number like that, people are going to be concerned, right? CURX, on the other hand, beautiful retest of that struggle bus area, and now it's pushing back into the 60s. Yeah, Donovan, good. That's the importance of having a stop loss. It's not because it's this amazing thing, it's just because sometimes, honestly, bad things happen and you're protected, right? Yeah. So here we go. That was a nice curl. If you bought the dip on CURX, type yes in the chat. If you bought the dip skis on CURX, type yes in the chat. You bought the dip skis. We're now testing a bit of a double top here. Tiffany, love it. Cam, love it a lot. Good job. Good job. Ramteen, Ria, well done. Jack, good job. Mrs. Fraser, good job. Andy, good job. No, you did good, KB. Right? You did good. 57, Felix, good job. Lizzie, good job. Yeah, good job. It wouldn't let you buy it, HVL. You should probably get another broker. Streets, good job. So for now, this more so looks like a double top, alrighty, and a downtrend test. So let's see if we can break out of there. But this looks good though. Looks good. Can we break out? Yeah. Can we break out? Now, if we can close about 63, then you're looking for 60, 66, 50, 67-ish. And then 70 cents. And then we'll zoom out and look at a bigger time frame. For now, though, that 62 to 63 is the problem. Alrighty, so 62 to 63 is your main problem for now. If we can break above that, then we're looking for, closer to 667. The actual high of the day, look at this, guys. Look at this rubbish. The actual high of the day, look at that. It's a 6 with 3 other 6s, right behind it or in front of it. Who does that? Like, who does that? Anyways, sometimes you wonder who plays with these stocks. Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe they want to, cook this stock so they can use it to do the fishy business. Anyways, just pump it. BFLY, surprise, surprise. No, $5 is resistance. So sometimes you have to lock in those gains. Come on, breaky, breaky. Ice and breaky. Yeah, no, still watching AEHL for that breakout though, right? So it really needs to break out. It really, really needs to break out. If it can, then that's good. So this one still looks good. I'm gonna delete the other line that we had here. Ooh, maybe this time we're gonna send it. It looks like it wants to send it. And so that 84. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful looking chart, that's for sure. But again, we have a lot of resistance in this area. So if we can break out of there, that'd be perfect. And we're obviously still struggling with this range right here. I'm gonna put it at 63, even though it's so like right there. That's the problem for this one here. So this level, already. That's the problem right there. So the retest was good. We do need to break out. Yeah. Richie, what happens next? What happens next? You got in at 119. What happens next? When you're walking along the streets and you see a bus and you wonder who's riding the bus, because who really rides the bus these days? And then you're like, dang, like that one time when I was, Oh, sorry. That's sorry. I didn't mean to put that picture up. Sorry. Sorry. Let's go back. Yeah, your entry was suspicious without a stop loss, right? Like again, you have to make decisions, right? Donovan and I had a one-on-one yesterday, and the topic of the basically roasting him for his decision making. Do you think Donovan's is happy today with? Anyways, let's move on. Watch that 200 EMF consolidation already. That level is going to be important. That area is going to be important, and we're also getting rejected here for CURX. Rejection. Yeah, they cooked it. Right. So again, when you're in a position, right, guys, like we cannot predict the future. We're not magicians. Yeah, come on now, give me a high five. Let's go. Teamwork. Right? When you're in a position and you can tell that there's a problem, you don't sit there and pray. Right? You do everything that's within your control to stay in control. Right? If I know that there's a lot of resistance on this stock at this area, well, maybe don't buy it close to that area. Right? That's the first thing. Well, if we're also testing that area, what could happen there? We could easily fail and crash. So what do? You put a stop loss somewhere. You don't sit there and pray. Alrighty. So for now, this 200 EMA area is going to be important on this stock. Hopefully, it stays above it. Alrighty. So when you're in a position and you're like, "Hey, I'm red. What do I do now? I'm gonna find you, Richie. I'm gonna find you." Yeah. Alrighty. Okay. So Spy is still playing with that golden pocket area, and BTC is also kind of holding that area too. But again, hopefully, our bird can start to curl. Hopefully. Okay, there we go. AEHL is trying to break out here. There we go. 86. I like it. I mean, they might as well just hold the stock up at this point, They might as well just halt it up. Let it cook. Anyways, the candle really hasn't closed yet, so just be careful. Because yeah, Wada, good comeback. I think the one thing that's okay for you is because that last base, the last support actually held, so you got lucky there, right? And we're trying to curl here for ALBT, so hopefully it does actually curl. Yeah, as long as it stays above 450, BFLY. It's a miracle. I'm surprised they haven't delisted that garbage. Surprised they haven't delisted it. Kicked it off the exchange. We have some really good stocks this morning. Really good stock. Good morning, pizza. So SPY is really testing that level, right? So we came all the way down. Question is, will it bounce now though? Or were they just pumping this into NVIDIA so they could scam us? Is that the goal? Maybe. Damn, they're slapping the market. Slap. No signs of support yet at the golden pocket, right? It's always important to consolidate at least. That thing is like, nope, we're not going to consolidate. We're simply just going to go to the abyss. But we'll see what the end of the day looks like, though. We're back to retesting that demand zone. We might just be going back and forth here for a few minutes, for a bit for CURX. Back and forth. Back and forth. Bull is a good buy down here, in my opinion, for a hold. Probably. Give us the curlies. Pizza is not happy. Not happy. Let's see. CURX. Come on now. Give us some boomskis. Your husband singing. Now you got my husband singing Aliyah. Wait, what was I singing? Bull is junk. Bull has been a POS. It really has been. Wait, what song was I singing? What's your husband singing? Let me know. Let's see. If I had two options, buy bull or pay $10 to pick up a bull, I choose the second. Oh my days. Back and forth. Back and forth. Oh, like with the charts. Okay, okay, yeah. Back and forth. Let's go. Come on, something give us boom skis. Yeah, no, this one's still looking really good. It actually just needs to close above that 84 though, and then we can potentially start pushing above the 90s again. But good price action. Very, very good. Yeah. Come on, you can do it. Looks like SPY is trying to reclaim that golden pocket. Right? That 690 level is going to be an interesting area. A battleground. uh, Pizza when I look for trouble. Anyways. Okay, can we actually just break out? Me, 28 years in the market. You want to know how long Peter has been in the market, though, Brim? You want to know how long? When you go back to the Bible, right? So let's go to Genesis, and like God said, "Let there be light." You know who was standing there? Peter was standing there with these shoes. These are called the Genesis 2000s. Peter was standing there before Christ, 2000 BC. Peter was already there. He was standing there with these shoes, and he said, "God, what's up?" He said, "What's up?" What? Let there be light. Peter was like, "I am the light." Anyways, that's how long Peter's been in the markets for. There we go. Boom skis. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. There we go. $1, guys. $1. $1. Make you holla. Love it. That's a really good close. That candle closed and they immediately pumped it. Immediately pumped it. Immediately pumped it. So $1 is going to be resistance though. Yeah. Yep. That was my first losing trade. And then yes, God slapped him. And then from that day uh, anyways, Spandy, welcome to the community. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Alrighty. Let me get you an invite link here to the community. So click on this link at the bottom of the chat. It's loading here. So click this link at the bottom of the chat, Spandy. This is your invite link to Discord. Follow the instructions in the Getting Started channel, though. Alrighty. So click that link. Follow the steps in the Getting Started channel. Welcome. So again, yeah, this $1 area is going to be your resistance for AEHL, but it looks really good though. Right, that bottom was nice. The breakout was nice. Now it's $1. Stay off the streets of Vegas. Did Peter listen? Of course not. Of course not. Man. Okay, there we go. $1. Type yes in the chat if you're still holding AEHL. Type yes in the chat if you're still holding AEHL. So again, your next resistance is $1. See if we can break through that level. Yeah, it's a very nice trade, isn't it? Yeah. Nurse, monies. 61 Ramtin. Cooking. Cooking. Love it. Looks like CURX just said, you know what, guys, I'm done. Right? To me, the first retest, like the first test of a level, is really important. Once you start to test the second and third, it's a problem. Also, we've said this multiple times, right? You notice the difference between these two guys? The difference here is we know it's coming back to 55 and we are waiting for it to consolidate, right? That's one huge difference. Look at the right-hand side. So this is why we keep yapping about like, hey, when we tell you that the support at a specific level, you need to wait for confirmation, right? You don't just get to support and you're like, oh my gosh, I feel pretty today. I want to get in. It's gonna go up, right? But it's support. What does support mean? Oh my gosh. When it's getting there and it's not holding at all, and you see the red candles coming, and then you jump in, you're gonna find out. Let's go, Thorn. Let's go. Yes, I'm treating myself to a massage. Made me some good monies this morning. Give me a high five. Come on now. Let's go. Congratulations. Congratulations. Well done, Rumteen. That was a very good scalp. So HVL got in at 80 cents out of 87. You sold too early. Story of your life. At least you made some profits, though. Right? At least you made some money. Yeah. At least you made some money. What else? The real dip. The real dip virus. Lit, well done. I know you. I know you were watching this one closely. Congratulations. I like it. ALBT is trying to hold that 200 EMA, guys. It's trying, right? Maybe this time it'll do something. Maybe, maybe. So I'm sure some of you guys took a gamble of the 200 EMA. So let's hope it works out. So Spandy, once you connect, so go to the getting started channel, follow the instructions. Once you connect, watch the very last video. The video's at the bottom. It's called the onboarding video. Once you watch that, it's going to explain all the channels. For the most part, though, we're in stock general legends. Alrighty. So that's where really everybody hangs out when it comes to playing momentum stocks. And then, yeah. Yep. Yep. Exactly. Right. Get paid. Treat yourself. Love it. I think everybody should be green today. So if you're not green today, I don't know what to tell you. If you're green for the day, type yes in the chat. If you're green for the day, type yes in the chat. 95, 96. Yeah. Yeah, I think everybody should be green today. Yeah. Yep. Big fat green nurse. Well done. Daryl, love it. Well done. Let's go, Donovan. About time. I'm kidding. Well done, everybody. Well done. Yeah, see, like we've had some really good stocks today, right? From ALBT to AEHL, CURX, BFLY. I think, yeah, everybody definitely should be green today. Richard definitely isn't green. Alrighty, so congratulations. Let's hope we can continue to have a good day. Alrighty, keep cooking, please. So when you're green like that, protect those gains. Protect those gains, please. Damn, Spy just got slapped again. Almost like something happened. It tried consolidating in that golden pocket, but they slapped it. Sheesh. They said today, today we go down. Maybe we're gonna is so tomorrow is yeah, tomorrow is the last trading day of the month. And then we're about to enter the most violent months of the year, you know? That March. I mean, if you look at that cycle, I think what happened was we never quite hit that high in Feb, so we had a run at the end, but we're ending the month like we usually do with the sell off, and then at some point in March or April, they're real deep. Anyways, come on home. Virus. Again, would I be surprised if I saw the markets turn around and pump? Mm-mm. But good progress, Vena. No, that's good. Yeah. Uh, Dre, you're done for the day. Very nice. Very, very nice. Ah. On some put so far, Brim. Oof, monies. Well done. Very nice. Yeah, so far, and that thing is getting slapped still. So you're smiling with those puts. Yeah, congratulations. They said you shall not bounce. You shall visit the graves. CURX is still dipping. So no sign. I mean, it did try to bounce up the 200 EMA, but then nothing green showed up. So then they kept slapping it. So yeah, let's go wrinkled. Yeah, no, today's been a good. It's been a good morning so far. ALBT is still fighting for the bottoms here, guys. So hopefully some volume comes in and they can push back up. Hopefully, hopefully. Yeah. Awesome morning. Let's go, Salat. Congratulations. Well done. Love it. Yeah, no, it's been an excellent morning, and we're just getting started. So here goes a test of that $1 level now for AEHL. So if we can break above that, ooh wee, ooh wee, ooh wee. $1. Good morning, Kazion. Again, if you're not a member yet and you want to join us in Discord, click this link at the bottom of the chat there from Virus. Alrighty, so click that link, sign up for one of the levels that don't say sold out. Alrighty, so again, if you want to join us in Discord, this morning is a good example of how people miss out, right? Miss out big time. So and that happens very often. So again, if you're not a member yet, click that link, come join us. Invest in yourself. Stop missing out. Stop slacking. Anyways, so here goes that $1 test for AEHL. So that looks okay still. ALBT, like I said, it's really trying to curl. If you bought this stock, oh wow, yeah, Spire's really seeing blood. My goodness. Damn. They are slapping the rubbish out of these stocks. Sheesh. They said hello. Would you like some dips? I have some dips for you. Damn. Damn. I blame Virus for this, by the way. He was sick and he was like, I didn't have time to buy the dips. And then he made some phone calls. And they said, mm-hmm. They said, mm-hmm. You want to buy some dips? Those are some nasty candles, though. And it doesn't really look like it's done yet, does it? I wonder why we're dipping like that, though. If there's actually anything out there. Because I don't see anything, really. I don't see anything. I don't see any news. Yep. It's really trying to. I think again, if you bought ALBT off the 200 EMA, type yes in the chat. Jobs that came out so early ago though, like that came out in the morning sit, and we were actually going up. Yeah, we were actually going up after all of that, which is interesting. Uh, what do we have? There we go, ALBT. Look at this beauty, guys. Yeah, $1. There we go. Here we go. Here we go. Back to like that 200 EMA was nice, wasn't it? And it actually consolidated there in that area, so that's good. So that is good. Okay. 115. Oh, SPY is nasty. Nasty. Okay. Nastiness. Yeah, I think they're just trying to give you some put monies. I think that's what they're doing. They're just giving you some put monies. That's quite the retracement, though. Quite the retracement. Virus is just sitting back and smiling. Yeah, I think maybe that person, the Bowman person. Sheesh. Look at those deeps. Uh, okay. Eat. Sheesh. The markets are falling like cocoyams. Swami. Okay. Swami, welcome to the community. Welcome. Alrighty. You did it. You did it. Well done. Welcome. Let me get you an invite link as well to join us in the community. So, Shwami, click this link at the bottom of the chat and follow the instructions in the Getting Started channel. Welcome home. Welcome. Ready? Damn, SPY is getting slapped. Sheesh. Goodness. ALBT is looking very nice though. Look at that. We're back again. We are back again. We're back. Yeah, no, if you bought this thing off the 200 EMA, you're very happy. Man. So we're basically back to that same stupid resistance. We're back to that same stupid resistance. Alrighty. Go. Good little scalp. Well done. Yeah. Gaining green today. Yeah. Good. Good. Nothing wrong with that. Especially since we keep failing at the top there. I know, Jaden. I know. Well, you can get this crash now, but at the end of the day, you better start pumping it back up. Bump it back up, please. That is looking super weak. Damn. Maybe 85? If that level doesn't hold, we're probably going for that 80 again, huh? That is a nasty dip though. I don't think Bowman's causing a 1% dip with with words. I think they ran this thing before Nvidia, and then they're just crashing it because this is the cycle we're in, right? We're usually selling off at this time. I think it has more to do with like market cycles more than like anything else. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, we still do need to break and close above $1 for AEHL. Brim, did you sell your puts? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Do, 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 do. Okay. Yeah, Peter, I would wait a week with that. Yeah, no, I would wait a week, Peter, with Wilson. Yep, exactly. Exactly. Every year they create a reason. Every year. Why is it dumping ISD? Because the whole market's dumping, right? It's not just JPQ. Yeah, Peter, I would wait a week. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. Every year, again, there's a reason why there's a market cycle, guys, right? Like, look at this, right? What do you see? When you look at this chart, what do you see? What's usually happening at the end of the month? April into March. Do you see redness? Yeah. That was a pretty nasty dip there, without them creating a reason. But yeah, but that's why we always come back and look at this, right? Because usually around this time, it can be the worst, worst time of the year. Okay, we keep failing at that dollar level for AEHL. Yang, good scalps though. Good job. Good scalps. I like it. Chicky, are you looking for a long swing on Nvidia, or what are you looking for? Is it climbing back up? Yeah, so a bit of consolidation of the little fib level there, and then a pop. Yeah, nice little consolidation actually. It's a nice little pop, 54. Yeah, so you're basically just retesting the VWAP. Retesting the VWAPs. So that level is going to act as a bit of resistance. This one's just going to be frustrating all day today, isn't it? The more we go back up and test that level, the more you feel like it's going to break it at some point, don't you? The more we keep going back up, dying and going back up, dying and going back up and testing that level, the more you're like, you know what? Maybe they are going to break out. And then it's gonna get halted. Anyways, we shall see. Yeah, I think it's a bit more scary now. Chicky looking for that long swing, especially now going into the end of the month and into potentially the worst month of the year. Just be careful with like the short term plays. The long term plays, Nvidia. Like if you buy Nvidia now and it crashed 50%, you're eventually gonna be back. You're gonna be back, right? That's not a problem. But yeah, when you're looking for short term swings, at this time, you can see like the markets are trying to bounce, but look at that, they keep slapping it back down, right? So it's a bit of a just be careful. Just be careful because it looks very suspicious. Yeah. Maybe fail. Uh maybe NYC, maybe, but maybe, right? It's a hard maybe though, because these momentum stocks will still, move regardless of what SPY is doing. If they were that affected, all of these names would be crashing. But guess what, right? SPY is crashing and they actually start coming back. So it's a very hard maybe. La 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 la. Ooh, Andrew made 250% on those puts in Discord. Well done, Andrew. Monies. Monies. Well done. Love it. Laura made some monies too on those spy puts. I like it. I like it. Entered at 8:10, and soon I'm gonna cry. I mean, you're still really close to your entry price. You're down 10 cents. You shouldn't be crying. You should be worrying about your stop loss, right? Like, what's your plan here? What's the plan? You're down like 10 cents. Let's go, Vitos. Have I? I'm sure I have. I'm sure I have. Sounds familiar. I don't always know the names of some of these things. Okay, can we get some momentum stock breakouts? Because everything just seems to be going sideways for now, right? This one looks good, but going sideways below a dollar. ALBT, obviously, we know where that resistance is at, right? This one, same thing. So most of these names are going sideways. We need a boomski. We need breakout. Where's the market maker? It's been a while. Come on, Mr. Market Maker. Make something happen. Mr. Market Maker is busy trying to crash SPY. Slow? That's not even a question. Crickets are good. You guys, Raven, good morning. Good morning. Are you seeing SPY crash today, Raven? Crash. Entat. Violence. No, crickets are good. The ones I have are good. I've never tried like North American crickets though, so yeah. So I don't know how those taste. African crickets, yeah, those are different. Yeah, some of those crickets you guys eat are nasty. Those are like the nasty crickets. Eating bugs is crazy. Uh, got the new education thread for learning. You can see the education channel. Then if you do, watch the onboarding video. Right, watch the onboarding video. That video is going to walk you through all the channels where things happen, blah blah blah. If you have any questions, ask in Stock General. Okay, Brett, I'll try that. I'll try it. Can we break a dollar this time, maybe? Yeah, that dollar is going to be interesting. Can I meet tomorrow at 7 p.m.? 7 p.m. is what time for me? Should be able to. 7 p.m. Okay. You made it to Canada. Leave the bugs alone and eat a sandwich. Ah, virus. Yes. Leave the bugs alone and eat a sandwich. Ah, unbelievable. You know what I need to have that I haven't had in a while? A grilled cheese sandwich. Those things are amazing. Amazing. They taste amazing. So our cricket nuggets, they need to do that. They need to make them. Yeah, a lot of these stocks are just kind of sitting at resistance now. How crunchy the crickets are? Yes, definitely. Definitely. So yeah, we obviously need to break out here. That was a really good dip though into the demand zone and consolidated, right? So for BFLY. So yeah. So the markets are dipping like that. I wonder if we're getting some like actually like all of these stocks we're paying attention to are either consolidating or stalling at resistance, which is not a bad thing. I wonder if some of these like RBNE, right? So RBNE, some of these oil stocks, are they moving at all? Kind of, right? Yeah, so some of these oil names are moving up a little bit here. Looks like it's having trouble getting back above 53. Yeah, right. It's because we have those two moving averages sitting right there, Brett. Right. We have the VWAP. Obviously, it's always going to be resistance. Then we have the 50 EMA. It's stalling at that level. So what are we thinking? Well, the main support for now is this level, right? Well, like post market open, it's going to be this level right here. So if it can kind of consolidate above 49 to 50 cents, then you should be okay. If it breaks below that, then you're looking for that 45. Alrighty. If we can somehow break above this level at some point, then it might be ready for that pushback closer to 60. Okay, back to this one here because this is looking good still. AEH. Oh, there it goes. Oh. Is it gonna hold this time though? Is it gonna hold this time? $1. Nice breakout. Nice little breakout. Daniel, I'll take a look in a second. I'll take a look. Actually, let's do that now. Let's do that. NVDA. NVDA. I want to look at the daily really quickly first. NVIDIA, they scammed us with that little breakout, but that was a breakout into earnings, so a bit suspicious. The biggest support level for Nvidia has been closer to $1.70, right? $170, really like $172, right? That's been the more reliable level of support. In terms of like your next level for now, you're sitting at the 200 EMA there. So that level, like it's really if they want to bounce this thing back up, they need to find a way to support that 185. If it doesn't hold, you're looking for $180. Alrighty, so 85 and then 80. Alrighty, yeah. So again, the reason why it's 85 is because like you have that 200 EMA sitting there with an uptrend, but then that last little pivot we had was closer to 180 here, right? And then if you go down further, we've been quadruple bouncing up this spot for a while now, closer to the 70. Yeah, that's what you're looking for, virus 80 to yeah. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. An attachment. Okay. 105. Type yes in the chat if you're still holding AEHL. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Goldie. Yeah. Is underwater drones, AI, quantum computers, and still waiting for to announce AI powered underwater drones running in on quantum. Okay, that's cool. That is cool. Yeah, it looks like they're holding that 185 for now for NVIDIA. So they're trying to bounce it. SPY is most likely bouncing there too, trying to at least. So we'll see if that actually becomes the bottom. RXT. Ooh, nice hit. Nice. That's a nice little base there, wasn't it? And then $1.70, $1.75 is going to be your next resistance. But yeah, RXT doesn't go away because they have a good catalyst. So people just keep scalping it, you know? They just keep scalping, scalping. Miss Fraser, what's your question? Let me know. Yeah, yeah. It's technically still in that supply zone, so I wonder if that's holding it back. Yeah. They said no, you will not pass. You're still in the supply zone. Yeah, no, RXT does look good though. It needs to break out, right? So break above the view up, and then you're looking for obviously $1.90 and then easily $2. But good base. This one's still being a POS. Let's see if we can actually form a cup and handle now, like a proper cup and handle, you know? If that downtrend breaks, then you're kind of confirming that cup and handle, which is perfect. BFLY is still looking okay. It just hasn't broken out yet, slowly creeping up. CURX is looking okay too, right? Trying to give us some higher lows. So that level is going to be important. And yeah, this thing is super slow, super slow. Again, at 102, you're looking for the breakout there. Those breakouts are sometimes tough. Stop talking. I'm trying to focus. You're trying to decide if you want a -4, -8. Yeah. 111. Okay. Your opponent has Wilson. Yeah, but taking a minus for that is complicated though, you know. That's difficult because even if he scores, you're basically just matching. You need him to score twice to be worth it. That is the problem. You're already on a -4, Peter. I mean, it depends on the overall team. Depends. Come on now, can we get a proper bounce here? Come on, ALBT. Don't be an Albert. Just thrust. Uh, good job, Carl. That was a very good scalp for you, though. Excellent. Congratulations. Yeah, that was really, really good. I know you've been calling this thing and playing with it since the bottom, so good job. Then if we can break out, yeah. Oh, see, okay, so you haven't taken a -4 then. Who would you be selling? Who are you selling? What's good with that? It needs to consolidate above $1. If not, watch for a retest of closer to 84. Rumteen? Oh, Rogers. Rogers has an easy fixture though. I wouldn't do that transfer. Rumteen, I got instead of getting Dango, I got Sade instead. That might have been a mistake though. That might have been a mistake. Yeah, I wouldn't sell Rogers for -4 for yeah. I'd wait next week and do it for not a -4. You know. Again, I still like this one. I think we just need that breakout. I still like this. Has anybody seen that movie, Fat Albert? That's what this stock is. Fat Albert. Probably watched that movie like a few times, like a long, long time ago. For some reason, I enjoyed the movie. Give us the breakout. Yeah, super slow, super slow. I thought about keeping Palmer. Thought about keeping him, Rumteen, but then I was like, eh. Yeah, VVD is nice. Yeah, I like Van Dyke. I didn't want to take a -4 for him though. Might be worth it. uh, Unbelievable. Yeah, I was like, who are you guys calling Albert? I'm like, oh, that makes sense now. That makes sense, Sid. That makes sense why it's called Albert. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Mm. What do I think of that position, Miss Fraser? Again, when you have a question, right, try and clarify the details. Like, are you in it? Are you? Because that doesn't really help me. What do I think about it? Doesn't really matter. I think that's kind of the confusion is is like I don't care about anybody's opinion. I don't think anybody should care about my opinion, right? Um, I think what we do is we analyze the chart and see what it's telling us, right? And we keep coming back to this thing, even though it's annoying because it keeps telling us that it's creating some higher lows and it needs to break out. So when I that's why I'm saying, like, tell me what your position is or what you're looking for. I'm in at this price. What do you think? But at least I have an understanding of where you're coming from. You know. So yeah, always give me the details. Otherwise, I tend to ignore the ticker symbol questions in the chat unless it's something that I like. Is it at support right now? No. It's test. I mean, it's testing the uptrend, right? I don't think I trust that support level though. Alrighty, it's testing the uptrend under 50, so I can kind of see why you're looking at that as support, Angel. Um, but I think if that thing wanted to dip, honestly, this level would make a bit more sense, right? Like this range where we had a triple bottom before, right? Like this level right here, right? I'm trying to draw some circles, but it's not working. But I can understand why you're looking at this level. So if that's something you're interested in with a tight stop loss, fine. But I'd almost like that thing to dip closer to 80 cents. Deep. Yeah. I will see. I like you what, Peter? uh, do, do, do. uh, Uh, Let me take a look. FRSH, 400 million share buyback. Take a look. RXT still looks good. It's just super slow, which it's always been like that. Fresh works. 500 million, 400 million. That's a lot of monies. Following, no, 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 proper, no, 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 no. Okay, that's good news. That is very good news. Volume is a bit lacking. The float is 200 million. That's why it's really slow. Yeah, that would have been a good double bottom before the news came out. Yeah, that would have been a really good bottom before the news came out. I think the problem now is like how big the float is and how slow it is. If this is something you're interested in though, because that is good news, um, I would almost wait for a break above $8 first. Alrighty, or dip closer to like 760. Those are the two levels I'd be looking at. Right? So, yeah, because again they're doing a 400 million share buyback, but at the same time, like the problem is like this is a 2.2 billion market cap company, right, with 200 million shares. So it's like it doesn't quite affect the stock as much as you would like it to. So that's the problem. Okay, BFLY is testing $5 again. Testing the $5. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Go. Yeah, that's why like a company gets 400 million potential share buybacks, and yet the stock is up 9%, right? If this was a penny, like not a penny stock, a low float stock, go that thing would be flying right now, right? Flying, but it's not. It is not. Let me take a look at MU. Harman was asking about MU. Do you like MU at 400? Oof, look at that. MU stalled so much at that price. It was kind of obvious. Virus, we should have looked for some puts on this thing, right? It was kind of obvious that they wanted to slap this thing at that level. Yeah. I mean, I don't think we've quite tested the bottoms. Again, just keep in mind buying dips at this point when like this is still a bit scary. Yeah, just be careful. Just be careful. If you're buying dips, I like those dips to be, long, like long-term mindset, not just quick swings, because then we might not actually run right away. MU 1,000. That thing was such a beast. That's one of the goat virus calls. The goat virus calls. MU. Uh, Wait, what is that? Oh. Why are these stocks so much slower now? It's just because we got the market dips. He buys someone they blank for 18 years. That's not true. Ah, unbelievable. Well, I mean, you never know, but yeah, you never know. Mm. Yeah, let me go back to RXT then. Is it breaking out? Not yet. It looks good though. Like it has looked really good, but it's not really breaking out yet. Your breakout is gonna be once you start crossing above like the $70s, and then yeah, then yes. But it does look good. Let me look at SPY really quickly, and then I'll come back to RXT. That's an okay bounce. We're testing that golden pocket again there. It's gonna be an interesting spot. Anyways, moving on. OT says I'm in at 105. I know it's horrible. Where would you put a stop loss? Depending on the size of the position to your OT, keep that in mind, right? Depending on the size of the position. So you can ask, but at the same time, you have to look and say, hey, I'm holding this many shares and I don't want to lose more than this. So that means I have to set the price, the stop loss at this. Yeah, I can see what you were looking for there. Again, buying at the highs of the day like that in a supply zone is just not the way to go. Regardless of it being a breakout or not, it's still a supply zone. Right? Yeah, that's a difficult spot. Because again, like I said earlier, I think we might come back and retest the low 80s there, right? So like to me, as long as it stays above this area, I think it's still okay. So the question is, do you have like, is it a small enough position where you can wait and hope that we stay above this range, right? That's the question. Yeah, no, BFLY, that $5 is just, it's just a double top, right? So they're just rejecting it. They're like, nope, you shall not pass. You shall not pass. Resistance. Carl, again, good job on taking gains at resistance. There goes AEHL trying to curl, right? The OT, that's the danger of like, if you sell that thing at the bottom, then it pops back up, then it's like, well, it was the support. So it's trying to bounce. Trying. Right? There goes 94. There you go. And again, if at some point you're like, you know what, I'm going to take a smaller loss because we're bouncing, that's fine too. You know, I missed your question. Let me go back up. Uh, Xavier? Yeah. Um, how come the algo doesn't update the recent support? What do you mean the recent support? What do you mean? I'm not sure I understand your question. RXT is pushing them. Yeah, there you go. Finally pushing, like breaking up above the VWAP. Yeah. Is that RB? Yeah, it's just because I had that up hellish because oil was pushing, so I just wanted to see what it looked like. So there goes 95 cents, right? So it's trying to curl OT, right? So again, the bottom is holding. If at some point you're like, you know what, I'm only gonna lose 5 cents here or whatever, then that's fine too, right? But it is trying to hold the bottom here. So hopefully it can continue to hold and push back up. 96, there you go. There you go, OT, 97. You're getting close, 98. There you go. Yeah, it's trying. Right? But you can see where it's trying from, right? From the bottom of the range. So hopefully it keeps trying there. BFLY is also trying. It's like, hey, I'm not done yet. Not done yet. I'm not done yet. 98 cents. Some of these lines, these are just lines that I put on there, right? The algo isn't going to give you those lines. It's going to give you, again, it's hard for me to answer because there's so much more. Peter, have a wonderful day, Peter. Alrighty, chat later. Watch again, Shwami. You're new to the community. Take some time. Watch the video on how the algo works. Watch the educational stuff, and so you have a lot of stuff to catch up on. Alrighty. You're done for the day, KB? Yeah, you made some nice monies today. Take your husband on a treat him with some with actually he gets cookies, so don't give him any more treats. Yeah, no more treats. Yeah. That man don't need no more treats. Ah. So yeah, but now we're just going back and forth with that supply zone. Alrighty. Let's go, Ahmad. Good morning. Good morning. Hello. 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 How are you? How are you? Ahmad, just keep in mind. So when you schedule a whole bunch of when you schedule in the calendar, they usually end up getting canceled by the system, right? Because we set them to schedule maybe one or two. Um, yeah, when you start to do a whole bunch in advance, they usually get canceled. So just keep that in mind. Alrighty. So those are most likely going to get canceled when the bot finds out. Alrighty. Yeah. Just do one at a time. You're fine. Kara, make sure you're not delayed. I think you're delayed, like way delayed. Alrighty. Make sure you're not delayed. So there goes RXT 177. Sid, how are those calls looking? AEHL is just fighting here for its life. 97 again. Come on. Dude for OT. Save OT, please. Save him. Miss Fraser, you were asking for BATL, so you're in that position already. It does look good, doesn't it? Yeah. So you should be happy with that, right? BATL. Yeah, it does look good. What's your entry price? Again, I don't think you ever answered that question. So it looks good. It's trying to break out above 450 though, so 450-ish resistant. Shortcakes. I like it. Welcome, shortcakes. Welcome to the community. Um, let me get you an invite link here, okay? Let me get you an invite. There you go. Yeah, shortcakes. This is your Discord invite. So click that link. That link is going to take you to the getting started channel. You're not going to have access to anything until you follow the instructions in that channel. If you have any questions at all whatsoever, watch that onboarding video. It's going to show you how to connect, unlock the channels, which channels to go to, blah blah blah. So again, all the information you need is in the getting started channel in that onboarding video if you're not sure. Yeah. Lord have mercy, Kara. Really? You saw that the level said sold out, right? Did you see that? Did you see that?
Don't buy the sold out level. It's not available. That's why it says sold out. Duh. I can't make it any plainer. Stop being a bonehead.
Thank you, Mr. President. Do better. Alrighty? Go back to the same link and upgrade to a level that doesn't say sold out. Don't make us find you. Yeah, so BFLY is still just playing with that resistance. Same thing with this one, CURX. And then same thing with AEHL. And same thing with ALBT. Yeah. Nope, exactly, Mark. My scanner settings. What do you mean? Scanner settings. In March, NYC? Sounds good. Sounds good. What do you mean my scanner settings? I don't think I could ever give you that stuff because we have so many different settings on so many different scanners. Come on, A. Do it for OT. Come on, OT. Are you praying? OT, make sure you have a stop loss in there though, please. Again, that's not that big of a loss for you for now, right? So it needs to break up, but that supply zone is getting thicker and thicker and thicker. So it needs to start breaking out there. Already. We keep playing with this 96, 97 area. ALBT, yeah, it's looking pretty suspicious again, right? So you're retesting the 200 EMA. Yep. Right. I mean, honestly, like I don't think anybody should be red on this stock because it's giving you so many opportunities to sell. So many opportunities to sell. Also, right, without the algo, because the algo will change the downtrend because it's constantly updating. But if you did your own downtrend, like you could easily tell that since the market opened, the stock has been trending down. We're consistently getting those lower highs, right? Consistently getting lower highs on ALBT here. So that's a bit of a problem. The hope is that it can stay above the 200 EMA, though. Hopefully, right? It's been definitely an annoying stock, and AEHL wants to pop. It wants to go, right? But will it go though? Come on, OT. Come on, OT. When's a good time to buy? Uh, Kara, don't worry about it. Just go worry about upgrading your membership and then go to Discord and watch some educational videos. Alrighty, you signed up for the wrong level, so go upgrade and then go to Discord, and it's gonna tell you when to buy. Don't make me find you. Yeah, EOSE missed earnings bad, so they destroyed the stock. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, this one's super weak too. Super weak. Why is everything just stalling now? Where did the money go? They're like, you guys made enough money today. We're taking the monies away. We are taking the monies away. You need to start using alerts, Harman. Use alerts. Right? Use alerts. Like if you like something at $1.52 and it breaks below, just set an alert for when it reclaims that level. Right? SBEV with a bit of a pop. Let me pull that one up. We should add a bit more volume though. Yeah. Nice push. Scanner settings for percentage change for volume, share size. Can I call you Lou? Most of that stuff, like again, we have in Discord. So come join us. Alrighty. Then you never need those scanners again. Alrighty. Come join us, and you won't need any of those because you're gonna know. SBEV. It's a nice little pop. Volume is slowly approaching 1 million there. Yeah. Just crossed over 1 million. For some reason, it still just looks suspicious, though, you know. So 2 days ago or yesterday, Stripe, I think someone said that Stripe was in talks to buy PayPal. Now all of a sudden they're not currently in talks. So what the hell is going on there? It says I have to wait 10 minutes. I think I know why. You shouldn't have to wait. You shouldn't have to wait at all. 10 minutes for what? Yeah, I don't see anything. So you shouldn't have to wait for anything. Just follow the instructions in the getting started channel and connect. Uh, Shortcakes. Yeah, sham. It all seems like a scam. Yup. Maybe they're getting desperate. That stock has been getting destroyed, so. Yeah, the only downside to RXT is that it's really slow. Really, really slow. Good stock though, just slow. Obviously, this one's still on that downtrend and retesting the 200 EMA, so see if it consolidates again. Yeah, see if it can hold. AEHL has just been going back and forth here, so that thing needs to break out. Needs to break out. Okay. Very green from pre-market. Thanks to Discord. See you afternoon. Sounds good, Daryl. Give me a high five before you go. Let's go. Well done. Yeah, love that. Congratulations. Enjoy your morning. Right. That's why we do what we do, so we can have some freedom. So good job. Shut it down. Go have some breakfast, and then see you later. See you when the markets pick up again. Love it. 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 No, pre-market was good this morning, especially with ALBT. To me, that was kind of obvious, and I think to most people that was obvious too, right? So that was very, very good, very, very good. So let's hope the afternoon can be good as well. In a 94, when will it break, Richie? We don't know that, right? There's no answer to that. Focus on the things you can control, right? Look for a good entry as to the best of your knowledge and have a stop loss. And when it does break out, then you can smile. We don't know when this thing is gonna break out. It hasn't broken out for 30 minutes, so we definitely don't know when. Yeah, but again, just focus on having a good stop loss. Please and thank you. Because again, that supply zone is definitely going to be a problem. Oh, interesting. See, Rumteen is out too, guys. Look at that, right? Rumteen had a really good scalp on ALBT. Really good scalp. Excellent scalp. These guys made the monies in pre-market and they're walking away already. Walking away. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, that 200 EMA is trying to hold, KB. Right? So the same double bottom on the left hand side is the same level they're trying to hold right there. Not quite the same price, but the idea behind it. Good job, guys. Again, that's why we keep saying to, if you're not paying attention to pre-market, some days, like you can miss out on the entire day. Because now we're sitting here, we're like, okay, what next? What next? What next? But a lot of people have made their money already, and they're just kind of looking for other opportunities, or they're done for the day. So, yeah. So if your goal is to, to show up on stream when we get on stream and then look for scalps, it doesn't always work like that. Sometimes you've missed out. Sometimes you've missed out. Ezra seems to run like every day now. Yeah. Speaking of which, Raven is posting that in Discord along with the other criminals. Ezra. Yeah. Ezra. Let me take a look. It just seems like it goes back. Look at that golden pocket at the bottom too, right? It just seems like it just goes back and forth now, Every day it's back and forth in that same range. Yeah. It's nice though. That golden pocket at 32.50-ish was really, really nice. Really, really nice. 12 times now. Yup. Very nice. Very, very nice. Again, this one just keeps going back and forth. But like I said earlier, if it can find a way to stay above this stupid bottom here, right, then you might still have a chance. AEHL. Yeah. Yeah, Raven, I figured just because we've only really been there today twice. Twice. That's all you, Raven? Exactly. The base hits, they add up. They add up very quickly. And that confidence grows as well, So. Yeah, no, definitely some resistance up there, but for Ezra. So a retest of the view app. Yeah, ALBT is really going to need to break above that downtrend to do anything else. Really going to need to break out. I really like how, like with I really like how I get the alerts on my computer now. Like they just pop on the screen. I think that's one of the coolest Apple features. You know, Raven's gonna hate on this, but yeah, because I have a lot of alerts. I have a lot of alerts, news scanners, social media alerts, right? So usually I just get that stuff on my phone. uh, like when I'm running on the treadmill, like it's just alert after alert after alert after alert, and it gets a little bit annoying. I like that they just pop on the screen now, because when I'm streaming, I'm like, oh, there goes another alert. Let me go look at the stock. What is it doing? Oh, there goes another one. Oh, what did Trump say? Stuff like that. Cool. Yes, it does flash. Yes. If you use it as it's set up now without making any changes, it's based on the daily high and the daily low, and it will always keep getting recalculated, right? So for the day, as long as you're in that range, and then it can change. But yeah, don't get me started. When is lunchtime in the USA? In 40 minutes. Well, I mean, it depends what time zone you're in, but market time zone in 40 minutes. For people that live in the useless time zones, then I'm kidding. I'm killing. Like all the California people, useless time zone is 90 cents. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's done a really good job holding. So for those of you that are FOMOing in the 90s, high 90s or the dollar, I wish you guys waited for this bottom into the 80s. So definitely a better spot. So hopefully it can keep pushing up though. If your time zone is not Eastern, it's a useless time zone. Yeah. Well, mine is Mountain, so it's equally as useless. But just saying. I'm not saying any names, Kristen. No names. I'm just saying all the time zones. Yeah. Afghanistan has launched an attack on Pakistan border post. Can these countries just stop fighting? Can they stop fighting, guys? Can they just stop fighting? Sheesh. What is wrong with these people? Stop fighting. Take the money and feed your people. Damn. Sham? I don't know. I don't know. Craziness. Everybody just wants to fight these days. Like, when do some of these countries, anyways. Anyways, it's a lot more, it's deeper than we can obviously have a conversation about. A lot deeper. uh, well, Winterfell, um, the people always get screwed. QH is halted up. QH. China. That thing was getting destroyed though. It's just a dead cat bounce. Like it was getting destroyed. Yeah. GLD. Yeah, I think I forgot to update that one this weekend. GLD. That crazy supply zone. My goodness, look at the size of this candle. What the hell? What the hell is that? I think we were crashing, but then I think we bounced because the market decided to go to the abyss. What's your position, Flash? Yeah. It looks like it failed at the right level though, right? Like you're obviously testing a downtrend in a supply zone, 490, 480. Yeah. Right. And it's basically failed at the same spot all week long. So that's really not a surprise. If you look at the 4 hour time frame, you can really see that it was stalling this morning. Well, like the last few days it's been stalling. Right. But then it reversed all the way back up, which is impressive. You're in at 478. Okay. So you're slightly red in that position. Your entry was a bit suspicious to begin with though. Yeah. Your entry was a bit suspicious to begin with because you're getting in like right below that, that 480 resistance. So that was a bit of a difficult spot to be getting in at. The retest of this breakout would have been way better for you. Like so break resistance, resistance, breakout, retest. This would have been a way better spot for you. Closer to, like to the retest, obviously. Um yeah. So I think for now, like GLD will obviously keep trending higher probably. But I also think you want to be very cautious because your entry is not the best. And you obviously didn't get in today. And it got really close again to your entry. That high was 77. So I think for now, just kind of think like if this is a longer term play, then you should be okay. But if this is a short term play, just have a good stop loss. I don't think you want that thing crashing back down to to that price. But Ezra's back. Ezra is back. Weird? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. To a certain degree, like stocks and crypto and like Bitcoin will go, like gold will, sometimes move up together because at the end of the day, like the one of the biggest factors for this is because the dollar is getting debased, right? So and if that's the case, like all assets have to go up at some point, right? When the dollar is getting when they're destroying the dollar, that money will shift to assets, right? To real estate prices, stock market, gold, crypto, all of that stuff. So, um, yeah. Now, if the dollar was strong and it wasn't getting printed, every day, then different conversation. Different conversation. It needs to reclaim a dollar. It needs to reclaim a dollar, Richie. Yeah. Now they're just annoying you, basically. Hmm. Raven, did you take your gains already on this one, or you're still in there? And then the high of the day is like 39 cents. So that would be a good spot to break out from too. 39.40 would probably be like the escape velocity, and then send it. QH is unhalted if anybody's watching that. You took a gamble on Ezra with a tight stop loss. Okay. Hopefully on the dip then. Okay. 36.50. Okay, nice. Very nice. The volume just disappeared on most of these stocks. The volume said goodbye. I'm gone for lunch. I think it's because everybody made too much money in pre-market. Thanks for there we go. 94, 95. Maybe this time it's gonna finally move. AEHL. Yeah, it's definitely fighting, like I said, right? As long as it stays above this bottom at the bottom, you know, as long as the bottom at the bottom holds, is really trying. So 97. Okay. Can we get above $1? BATL. Take a look. I wouldn't call that flying though. That's 10%. I would not call that flying, Mrs. Fraser. That's a bunny move. Come on, just break out. Stupid stock. Yes. Hmm. 96. Okay, come on. That supply zone's like, nope, you shall not pass. Come on, let it go. Let it go. They're like, nope. Pablo, what happened? OT says, oh snap, we're coming back. Yeah, OT, we're still holding that bottom. So as long as you stay above that, you're fine. Come on, OT, make it go. Pablo, what happened? What happened? Just wanted to say hello. Oh, okay. I thought you were about to tell me the weather or tell me that I'm in 11th place now. What was that alert? Okay. Okay. 96. This one's slowly coming back as well, though, right? Like we broke the downtrend, we're still holding the 200 EMA. Like good things are happening with these stocks, right? Good things are happening. They just don't have the juice. The juice is missing on these names. The seeds, right? One of them needs to break out though. You would think something has to break out. Come on, who's gonna break out first? Don't all do it at once. Go, 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 go. Yeah, again, you obviously have the supply zone, but you also have a mini double top at like 97, 98. So that's kind of what's holding this one back. Right? So you need that fat green candle from Mr. Market Maker, you know? A fat green candle. Are you still watching that thing, Chris? Come on, Mr. Market Maker, make it happen. Shortcakes? Okay, good, 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 good. Yeah, if you have any questions, we're gonna be in stock general for the most part, but you know where else to go, right? You know where else to go. Okay. Yeah, they pumped. They had no news, and then I mean, like, it's really not a surprise, though, right? Are we surprised when a stock is stalling for 10 minutes and then it gets slapped? What do we call that? The TRX effect. It's called the TRX, right? Stalling, 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 slap. We don't need it to be bullish. We need it to go boom skis, Angel. Boom skis. Come on now. 97. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. Oh, Mr. Market Maker showed up, guys. He's back. He is back. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. OT, you better get ready to right? You are right in that position. Manage the position. Please and thank you. Don't hold the bag again. And for those of you in the 90s, make sure you move your stop losses. Oh, boom skis. Let's go. Mr. Market Maker is here. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Love it. It's halted up, by the way, at $1.12. Let's go. Come on now. Yeah. Look at this. I can sense the joy in the chat from a lot of you now. It's halted up, yes. Type yes in the chat if you're still holding AEHL. You sold? Nice. Type yes in the chat if you're still holding AEHL. Love it. OT, if you go red again, I will show up at your door and slap the rubbish out of you. Yeah. Richie, yes, good job too. Alrighty. I would consider that for sure. I almost wouldn't let it break below $1.10. So if it looks like it's on halting and it's showing weakness, get rid of it. Alrighty. If it on halts and it's showing weakness, get rid of it. Yeah. Just don't go red. If you want to be like, if you want to give it a bit more room, you could say, okay, I'm just gonna wait, see if it holds above $1 and still stay green. But don't go red. Let's go. Biggest gain of the day. Congratulations. I know you're smiling now, OT. Smiling. Right? Again, we kept saying this, right? As long as it stays above this level, that's all we can rely on, right? If the stock decides to keep bouncing off this level and off that level and off this level and off that level, that's all we can go on. As long as it stays above that support, that's fine. Right? You can only hope. And then boom skis. Mr. Market Maker says, I'm back, guys. I'm back. Did you guys miss me? I'm back. You got it back. Good job. Yeah. Sometimes it's important to take those losses. You are walking the dog? Dang. We'll only walk the dog at lunchtime. please. So in 20 minutes, walk the dog at lunchtime. Nothing else. Please and thank you. Duties. Tell the dog to get a computer and learn how to scalp as well because he needs dog food. 5 minutes, and then if it doesn't, and then 10 minutes, and then if it doesn't, then 15 minutes. Then if it doesn't, so 5 minute increments. Kevin, she takes me out. Yes. So that's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful pop. Beautiful pop. 116%. I think a lot of you guys were waiting for this one. Yeah, don't forget to smash a like, guys, if you haven't already. Please take a second, smash a like, hit that subscribe if you're new. Thank you, Jeff. And if you're not a member yet, click the link at the bottom of the chat there from Nightbots and come join us in Discord. Alrighty? Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. Monies, monies. Yeah, let's see what happens with the on holds here and then go from there. Yes, of course. HCTI, Chris. Yeah, I guess I can kind of see why you're looking at this then, right? Um, it doesn't look too bad. What's your entry in this, Chris? Because if you're not in this already, then that's going to be your resistance, right? That remember that level we were looking at earlier for the buy, the double bottom right there. That level now is acting as your resistance, right? So, question is that enough room for you to get there? If it is, okay, fine, but just be careful. If not, you're going to come back down. I don't know. It's easy to read these charts, the KB. That's what happens when you put the work in and you keep trying and trying and trying and failing and trying and frustrated and trying. Some days it just comes, and then you're like, you know what? You know what? Maybe I am getting a little bit of this. Yeah, good job. Good job. Yeah. Tell your husband he better start making some monies. Otherwise, otherwise, you're gonna make him start doing all the cooking, cleaning, and dishes and laundry. And there we go. More boomskis. Right? Stay green, please. Alrighty. There's an interesting block there at that price. Yeah, they're almost trying to protect the $1.12 there. Hmm. Yeah, there we go. They're trying to protect the $1.12. Again, stay green though, please. Alrighty. Make sure you're scaling out or moving your stop losses up, please. Just in case we want to come back to a retest. Pretty please. You're in at 750? Oh, that's excellent then. Okay, good. I like that. Good job, Chris. Yeah, we are stalling a bit there at 790. So that one might just be, quick scalpies for you. Yeah, that golden candle's this looks really good though. Like right now, this looks like the best stock in the market, right? Even though we're retracing a little bit, I still don't see massive red flags. Even if we retested a dollar, like that thing would still look good. Uh, uh, Shows U.S. retail investors poured a record 40 into equities in yeah, yep. And the opposite is true for crypto, Johnson. The opposite is true for crypto. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this whole thing plays out. Again, a lot of people are anticipating a crash in 2027, but again, we're approaching that March, April, disaster months. So we'll see what happens. Good job, Goldie. I like that. I like that. Okay. I'm surprised these candles are super slow. Expected more chaos. Yeah. Expected more chaos. It's almost a setup for like a fat red candle, a big launch above $1.20. $1.13. Yeah. Especially when you're approaching $1.20 like that, people tend to lock in some gains as well. Let's go, OT. Good job. Well done. Yeah, you needed some patience with that one. Kevin, yeah, yeah. You needed some patience with that. Again, like I said, this is still looking like the better stock out there. So even on a retrace to the dollar, I think it still looks the best. Come on, give us the breakout. There we go. There we go. Mr. Market Maker, are you gonna do it again? Are you gonna give us another rocket? Here comes 117. Oh yeah. 117 at the highs, guys. Highs of the day. Again, this stock still looks the best. This 117 is almost like a mini top there, but I think 118 is really the 120 is really the problem. Okay, yeah, yeah. So like whenever we approach $1.20, people will always start selling. So just keep that in mind. $119 and then back down. So again, that 120 is going to be a bit of an issue. Looks like the volume is switching over from this one too to the other one now, right? ALBT is like, I've done enough for you guys today. Go find your own stocks. Did you take your gains on this thing, Chris? You most likely did. Yeah, so that thing stalled too much, right? And they said, no, thank you. They said, no, thank you. You did, nurse? Excellent. Excellent. 2%. It's a lot of redness, actually. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. I kind of like how slow it is, you know? Uh, And there goes a 120 fail, right? Yeah, good, Chris. Well done. Sometimes it's small, sometimes it's big, but protected. Yeah, $1.20 is a very, very common fail. Common fail. So this is more of a retest. Yes. No, we cooked it. Cooked it. Mr. Market Maker showed up. This was perfect. Yeah, you could see it creeping up, and then it said, you know what? This time, you know what? This time we're just gonna destroy it. And then boom skis. So now all we're looking for in this thing is just a higher low, right? Best looking stock in the market right now needs a higher low though. And then next time we can curl and test 120. 120 is gonna cry. 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 Felix got in at 84. Take profit, stop loss hit at 115. Like half of your position then, and then the rest is for $1.34 is what you're doing, Felix. You just got into ALBT. Okay, just trying, right? So like if I drop a line there, it's like I can see why you're getting into that position, right? So this area, 95 cents, make or break, right? So we had that 200 EMA, but ALBT, like that bottom there is really, 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 really important. That's like your final line in the sand. You break below that, you're gonna visit yeah, Valhalla. But yeah, no, for now it is holding that bottom, so that's good. Almost, yeah. Like the volume is flowing from this one to the other one and then back to this one. So when this one's selling off, ALBT is now going back up. So people are just, rotating between the two. You just need $1.10. I mean, you're not that far away. Is that your entry price? If this thing is gonna dip, can you dip harder so we can just curl? Like, stop playing games in the middle there. Come on. Entry is 99. Okay. Sounds good. And what's your stop loss at, Richie? Spies on drugs. That's some crazy volatility. Crazy, crazy volatility. Can they just let SPY go back up? Get back to 690? Or just asking for 700, that's it. But no, some people in the chat like to hold puts, Yeah, SPY is the drug. You're not kidding. Craziness. Craziness. Mm. Okay. Can we curl? It's trying to. I just want to look at the SPY option chain here, going into March. Just want to see what that looks like. So March, and then April. Z puts. I just want to see what the puts look like. Those things are expensive. Those things should. I think they just haven't updated. They just haven't updated yet. Hmm. 6. I really want 655s. You might get it. You might get it. You might get it. Hmm. Spy. Yeah. No, sometimes you have to. Sometimes all signs point to the bridge and you just have to go with it. Also, when you have, like big positions like you do in ETH and whatnot, um, it's almost like a bit of a hedge. It's almost like a hedge for you. Let me look at a different chain here. $40. Okay. Is it halted? No, it's just a really slow stall. Chris, do you see the? I'm glad you got rid of this stupid thing. Alrighty. I'm glad you got rid of this rubbish. Thank goodness. Thank goodness you got rid of that, Chris. Otherwise, we'd be picking you up at the bridge. At the bridge. Uh, hmm, interesting. Yeah, no, RXT is never halted. The damn thing is just, it moves like a snail. Right? It still looks really good though. Like that was a really good dip actually. Really good dip to the demand zone and the 200 and the breakout retest. Like that was actually excellent. Right? So resistance, right? Retest. 200 EMA demand zone, perfect. And then back to the top again. So now we're basically just stalling at the same spot. Yeah, that was a really good retest. So no, it's not halted. It's just a slow stock. Mm. Yeah, no, this one still looks fine to me. AEHL. It's just a really slow retest of the levels. 56%. Nice. Monies. C45. CLA 45. Monies. Okay, still holding the bottom here, ALBT. That thing really needs to get back above the 200 EMA. That would be a good start. But that line is also going to act as a problem. Is going to act as a problem. 6. Yeah. Yeah, this one complete garbage. I mean, it is approaching a golden pocket. So maybe if it can stay above 55, maybe this one can bounce back up again, SBEV. You can really tell it's like lunchtime, like how slow it gets. Very, very slow. Yeah. Mm, okay. On the keyboard and yeah, 45 million of RXT. Yep. I mean, it's working slowly. Slowly. The market is always on lunch. Yeah, looks like it. Snail pace. Snail pace. MP. It's going to be interesting. That is going to be interesting. Okay. Yeah, it's not sure if it wants to bounce off this 10 or go back down and retest the closer to $1. But it clearly is kind of trending down here though, so we might see that $1. It needed to go back down and retest something, that's for sure. Needed to dip. Is it a good time to enter this? Closer to 95, as long as it stays above 95. If it breaks below, then it's probably dead. So if you break 95, you're looking for like, you're looking for like 80 cents below that. So for now, it needs to hold 95 for the first step. The second big step is breaking back above like 103, 104. Yeah, 101. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. Slow and steady. Calendar link. La 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 la. Looking forward to. Don't see one. Can this thing be any more of a snail? Maybe any more of a snail? BFLY is testing the 200 and also bouncing. You guys see why people take gambles at the 200 all the time? Like, random stock dropping, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, 200 EMA, let's curl back up, you know? So sometimes that becomes like an excellent level, excellent spot for, YOLOs. And I think I said this yesterday, like if you combine all the times you take a play off the 200 EMA, like, and you cut it right below the 200 EMA, if it broke below, um, you'd probably like come out ahead. And if you wanted to be safer, then you could always wait for consolidation at the 200 EMA rather than jumping in right away. You could always wait, see if it's actually holding, right? So yeah. Anyways, AEHL is bouncing back up. Retest of the downtrend. This stock still looks the best to me. AEHL, still the best looking one. Still the best looking stock in the market. Can we break above $1.20 though? That is the question. That is the question. There we go. That thing said, I'm the best. Oh my gosh. Say more nice things to me. Oh my gosh. I'm feeling. Oh my days. Oh my days, guys. Oh my days. 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 That thing said, say more nice things to me, please. I like when you say nice things to me. Boom skis. I'm the best. Say it again. Say it again. You're the best. Best looking stock in the market. Anyways, I'm telling you, Mr. Market Maker's working today, guys. Working today. Mr. Market Maker said, I need some more monies, please. I need monies. Show me more boom skis. Type yes in the chat if you're still holding AEHL. Type yes in the chat if you're still holding this one. Let's go, Nancy. Oh my days. Yes, 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 yes. Love it. Love it. So, like I said, even if we retest a dollar, this stock still looks fine to me, right? You can't expect stocks to just go up, 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 up. They have to go down, and just because they're going down, doesn't mean they're dead, right? You go down, you test, you go back up, So this is still the best looking stock in the market. We're testing $1.30 now, which is going to be another level to watch for resistance. So just keep that in mind. Be careful. This is not the time to FOMO. That is not the time to FOMO. Oh my days. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Mm, Let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh my days. Planeta. Can we break above $1.30 now and just push for $1.50? Are we asking for too much? Is 100 and, come on now. 125. NYC. Uh, sometimes we say rubbish and like the stocks react. I feel like we have some I know it's not true, but I feel like we have some algorithms in the chat, you know? They're like the market makers, they're like, okay, what are you guys watching? And we're like, AEHL is the best. And they're like, oh my days, let's FOMO, please. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, FOMO. Hurry up. Yeah. That's exactly what the algorithm says too before it jumps in, It's like, oh my days. No, 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 no. Okay. But yeah, no, $1.30, that supply zone is gonna be a bit of an issue there. So if we can break above that, then that would be perfect. So almost another retest of a higher low, maybe 120. You took a chance at seven. At seven. For what? Kevin. Sham? Yeah, no, he sold at one in the teens. So he made some monies. At seven? What's at seven? Are you having a stroke, Kevin? Do we need to call 911? What's happening? Oh, 716 for AEOS. Okay, 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 okay. Okay, okay. Like seven? What's seven? Good job. Yeah, nice little balance there. Nothing crazy. That thing got destroyed. My goodness. Anyways, back to our favorite stock, guys. Why? Because AEHL is the best. The best. You are the best. But yeah, always, stay in that mindset of paying yourself on the way up until we break out again, maybe, or we dip properly again. So no need to do crazy things. 30-year mortgage rate falls below 6% for the first time since 2022. uh, is anybody gonna refinance? Anybody get those rates above 7%? They're like, oh, we're below 6 now. Let me go. Anybody? SBEF is still consolidating and curling, right? So this doesn't look horrible. Consolidating and curling. Let's go, Carl. Well done. Congratulations. Love it. Love it, love it. Yeah, so again, that supply zone is going to act as a problem. Yeah, no, Carl, you've made your monies already. So now you're just, pizza monies, lunch monies, dinner monies, stuff like that. Yeah, I like it. I like it. That's a nice curl, isn't it? On SBEF, it didn't want to get to the demand zone, huh? It said nope, no demand zones. Yeah. Thank you for being here, Carl. Thank you. Yeah, come join us in Discord, Carl. Come join us. You're gonna cook more. Come join us. Testing that downtrend there. With a in New York City. Tell them to pump in more. Um, yeah, right below us 7. Okay. There we go. We're trying to hold that $1.20 area. Trying to hold the $1.20 area. And then for ALBT, like you still have that 95 support. Again, that level is really important. If it doesn't hold, then you're looking for some deeps. Yeah, look at that weakness. You know what isn't weak, guys? You know what isn't weak? You know what isn't weak? The best stock in the market right now. The best. The best stock in the market. The best stock in the market right now, AEHL. You know what isn't weak? Yeah, you know what isn't weak, guys? I'm telling you, there's an algo in the chat that says, that's connected to the best. The best stock in the market right now is who? Is you. You. Uh, Come on now, AEHL. Who's the best? You are. Better than SPY, better than gold, better than silver, definitely better than Bitcoin, because Bitcoin's a scam. Better than AMC, better than ALBT. You're the best. You hear that? Yeah. So keep. Oh, yeah. That thing said, I'm the best. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm the bestest. You are the best. Better than Bitcoin. Better than who? Oh my goodness, guys. You are the best. There we go. There we go, guys. We're halted up. Who's the best? You are. Who's the bestest of them all? You are. Oh my days, guys. Oh my days. Again, if you're still holding AEHL, type yes in the chat. Type yes in the chat if you're still holding this one. 1 second. I need to update. I'm the best. Yes, you are the best. I'm the best. Yes, you are 170%, guys. We'll take it. We will take it. I see. Okay. I see. Going, yeah, that 150 KB. That was our next target, right? Our next logical target, that $1.50. There is a bit of a supply zone at 140, but we'll see. Yeah, we shall see. You sold right before the halts, Richie. You made money though, right? Good job. You did well. Congratulations. Cooking, cooking, cooking. Today's been a good day, huh? A very good day. Yeah. Again, Richie, come join us in Discord. Stop slacking. Alrighty, we're gonna hop off here soon, and then you're gonna end up missing the next one. Come join us in Discord. Stop slacking. Yeah, you just sold the position, Richie. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath and relax. Ready? Yeah, you don't want to be making decisions like that. Work time to make less money? Oh my days, it. I'm kidding. Have a wonderful day, and see you in Discord. Yeah, it's been a good day, Nancy. Pre-market was good. The price action on some of these stocks have been really annoying, but again, even on the name like this, that's been annoying. It's still been a good stock, right? So yeah, this is just a reminder that bye Sid, bye bye. Yeah, this is just a reminder. Like when a stock is dipping, it doesn't mean it's dead, right? Because I bet you a lot of people are like, "Oh, is it dead?" Is no, it's not dead. Right? It has to go down a little bit and retest some levels, right? Just like it had to do right here, right? Like we're testing another resistance, we have to go back down and retest the last breakout, right? At some point, we're gonna have to come back and retest this level, right? That's how stocks work, for the most part. For the most part, right? So again, like this is the best looking stock in the market. Better than Bitcoin, better than gold, better than SPY, better than anything else. Yeah. Lucas, no, we chat in stock general, which is equally as valuable. Alrighty. So again, if you're not a member yet, guys, you're missing out. Right. So click this link at the bottom of the chat there from Nightbot, and come join us in Discord. Sign up for one of the levels that don't say sold out. Alrighty. Come join us because we're gonna hop off in a few minutes, and then you're gonna be like, but what else? And you're gonna miss out. Miss out. SBF still looks interesting to me here. Right? It needs to break out though, but it still looks interesting. And then we should be getting an on halt here soon for this one for AEHL, our favorite stock right now. I cannot deal with the with actual retest. Yeah, it doesn't always happen though, KB. Right? It doesn't always work like that. It's just one strategy of a million. But yeah, the retest is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. There we go, unhalted. Boom skis. There goes 150, guys. Oh my days. Oh my days. Oh my days. So that 150 is a problem. We know that's our next, psychological level. People tend to just leave orders there, to sell, right? Like, oh, just fill me at 150. And then once it gets there, we start to drop. Right? So oh my days. So again, this is more of a retest because we hit the next resistance. So usually, what happens is we hit the next resistance, then we want to come back and retest the other level. And then the question is, if we consolidate and we start to crawl, then perfect. Yeah, you can, Richie. You can. You definitely can. The volatility is getting a bit more aggressive on this thing, though. Love it. Is there anything better than this stock, guys? Are you the best? You're the best. You are the bestest of them all. AEHL. We just need to call it Antelope, because that's the name of the company, Antelope Enterprise. With the name like that, of course it's gonna hop like an antelope. Of course it's gonna hop like an antelope, hop, hop, hop. 170%, not bad, especially when the markets are red. Especially when the markets are red, not bad. It goes 140 again, so this again still looks fine to me. Is there any competition for a better stock? No. There's one best test right now, and this is the best test of them all. 142. That thing's like, you really think so? You think I'm the best? Yes, you are. You are the bestest. 142. But again, that 150 is usually a pretty big level, right? So if you haven't taken any gains yet, you want to be scaling out or moving your stop losses higher, then let's see if we can break above $1.50. If we do, then we can look for the next level, right? Should be a lot more room to the upside if it can break out. But you're definitely going to see a lot of selling pressure, close to $1.50 there. Alrighty. Let's go. Well done. Let's go. Yeah. So this is a retest, right? Did we talk about that retest? It has to come back and retest, right? Has to come back and retest. You can blame Go for selling. And then it came back down. So it has to come back for the retest. AEOSE is still holding that 7 for you there. So you're kind of still sitting at break even, Kevin. Still sitting at break even. There we go. So we're basically bouncing above the $1.30-ish for now. The bestest. I'm the bestest. AEHE. You are the best. Yeah, you can see a lot of selling pressure coming in there. You're in at 89 cents. Yeah, this is very weak. It looks like it's looking for that golden pocket almost in the low 80s. Like I said, if you break below 95, you're probably going to be looking for that golden pocket, right, for ALBT. So that 95 was really important. Once it broke below, violence. 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 Interesting. So typical retest. Backyard, what's wrong with Kappa? Why do you keep spamming that? Is it pumping? And what's going on there? Okay. Interesting levels. Okay, give us a green candle. Oh, let's go, Dan. Good morning. What's for breakfast this morning? Good morning. You missed some chaos in the market, Dan. Markets crashing, momentum stocks on fire. But hopefully you're enjoying the vacation, and your wife isn't tired of you yet, because I know she's pretty close. Good morning, Dan. Let's go. Sold for a loss at 180. Again, reduce. That's exactly, the markets will be there when you get back. Exactly, Dan. Exactly. There we go, ALBT. So this chart is behaving like a perfect chart, like a perfect student of technical analysis. A perfect student of technical analysis. Again, we like ALBT is going for that golden pocket. So if you're buying anywhere before that, you're just kind of asking for trouble, right? So mid to low 80s, maybe you can bounce up that area, alrighty. But for now, trouble. Um, Again, like when you're up $250 on a position and you end up selling for $180, that's just that's just silly, right? Breakfast here is anything you want. You would love it. I really would. One of these years, Dan. One of these years, I need to take some time off and yeah, and go on vacation, like a proper vacation. But yeah, yes. Yeah, if you're up $250 and you don't have a stop loss at $100, maybe at break even, $50, 200, but instead for minus $180, mistakes like that are the type of stuff that will keep you at the same level or worse. So learn to use those stop losses, learn to appreciate those gains. Alrighty? Yeah. You don't want to be going back and forth like that. It's just you're just wasting your time. Just wasting your time. Yeah, the pictures you sent, the view was amazing. Amazing. Speaking of which, what's my weather like today? This is not bad. This is good. Uh yeah, this is not bad. The weather is better. Not bad. And then it gets worse. I don't get how we can fluctuate like this, like from +4 to minus 20s and then back to the pluses, you know? It's just silly behavior. You can tell even the markets, even the weather markets, like, hey, March is coming. Let's cause chaos. Kevin, you're trying to break out again here. So 725 double triple top here. So hopefully you get a push. With first la la la, and then it lost. Then you lost. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You were playing with it at a dangerous spot. Again, Redis, Ben, come join us in Discord. Right. We initially started talking about this thing when the news came out. Right. Like in the 50s. Right, from the 50s, and then double. Right, and then you're buying when it's kind of stalling at resistance. You're just asking for trouble at that point. Right, you're simply just like, honestly, you're asking for trouble at this spot. Right, there's nothing else to this other than trouble, because you can clearly see the resistance. So sometimes we lose money in the stock market, like that whole stat of 90% of traders lose money. It's like that because we do silly things like this. Right, like you can see that there's resistance for 30 minutes, an hour, and yet you're trying to buy in that range and then slap. And then you're like, but what happened? Well, let me tell you. Jaden had $1 bill and then he lost it. Yeah. Back to retesting $1.30 here. Back to retesting the bottoms. Let's see if we can curl up this level. You're moving it up? Okay, nice. Yeah, KB crazy. Good morning, Pita. You're just waking up? Oh my days, you missed out on chaos. Missed out on violence today. On beautiful violence. Yeah, so we're retesting that $1.30, which we expected already, anyways, right? We've done that the whole time, right? Breakout, retest, breakout, retest, breakout, retest. So we could stay above $1.30 and curl and get back above $1.40. Ooh wee. Ooh wee. SAFX. SAFX with the pop. Oh, there you go, Kevin. There you go. Slow and steady. Slow and steady. Slow and steady. See you tomorrow. Yeah. Oh, that okay. Sunset selfie. Oh, that's amazing. You know what's crazy is like the color of your skin, Dan, matches the beautiful skies. Amazing. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Amazing. Dan posted a picture of that was yesterday though. I'm just seeing that now. So that was the news this morning uh, for AEHL. Right? Yep, yep. So they're calling it a genius plan. It's surrounded around Bitcoin. So funny enough, we say how Bitcoin's a scam and how this one is the best one. It doesn't really matter. We know that it does not matter. We don't really care, right? This thing will eventually crash, or they're gonna drop an offering at some point, right? So yeah, a genius scam is what it. Yeah, we don't really care what they're doing. So it's all about the monies and the price action. I thought you were in like me. No, Mountain Time, Lucas. Toronto, and then next day in Denver. Yeah, you guys have crazy weather too with a lot of snow. Yeah, so retesting that $1.30 still. The area is becoming very interesting. Very interesting. No, 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 no. It's fighting though, right? Fighting for its life here. Fighting. That thing said, please, am I the best still? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. There we go. It's like, we think so? Yes, yes, we do. You are the best. Oh, thank you. I'm the best. Can I get above 140? Yes, you may get above 140. Yes. Yes, you may. Can I follow after I'm no 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 no. I'm new to this. Do you again? So if you join us, Tash, your main focus should be education. So going to the education section and just educating yourself, right? You don't want to be looking for stuff like that. That's how you end up getting in trouble, right? So focus on actually learning. Please, alrighty. So if you want to join us in Discord, click the link at the bottom of the chat. Sign up for the level like a legend level or above. None of the sold out levels already. And when you do, go to the new trader education section and just learn already as much as you can. And then, yeah, you'll be good already. You're going to be missing some videos though. So, like the Legend Pro videos, those Legend Pro videos are very valuable. So, for those of you that are missing them, valuable, very valuable. Very valuable. Come on now. Keep curling here, please. Keep curling. We don't have time to waste. We do have to hop off in a few minutes here, though, guys. I have to go get some one-on-ones done. Um, so again, if you're not a member, you're gonna miss out. So come join us in Discord. Alrighty. But again, this stock still looks the best, and it still looks good. Give us a breakout before we go. Otherwise, we're gonna leave you. You hear that? Like right now, you better get going. Everybody's kind of shy in that supply zone, you know. They're like, red zone? I don't want to buy in the red zone. I don't want to buy in the red zone. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. I'll buy in the red zone. Yeah. The U.S. Nuclear talks with any deal to be permanent. Interesting. The U.S. is really trying to make a deal with Iran. Really trying. You're colorblind. You don't see a red zone. You see those numbers though when they're negative. Then you'll find out. Then you will find out. That stock is like, are you guys gonna leave me? You're gonna leave me, huh? When you see those numbers, Sham, it won't matter whether they're red or not. You're gonna know. You're gonna know. No, again, I don't see a reason why anybody should be red today. Like, I just don't see it, right? If you haven't made money today, stay strong. But I don't see a reason why anybody shouldn't have made monies today because we've had some very good names, some very easy stocks, right? Some very, very good stocks. So everybody should be green today. And if you're not, go back and look at why you're not green. Were you playing with the wrong stocks? Are you FOMOing at the wrong price? Probably one of those two. Probably one of those. NYC? Well, at least not red. At least not red. This thing is just relaxing right now, isn't it? Just consolidating. It's like, hey, let me take a breath. Give me a second, guys. Let me relax. Let me chill for a bit. Just chilling. Let's see. Okay. So again, we're gonna keep watching this, guys. Obviously, this is the best stock in the market right now. 150 is your next big resistance, and it's kind of holding a dollar 30 for now, with $1.20 being your next level, right? You just woke up, Carlo. You missed out on big monies today. Big monies, Carlo. Big monies. Anyways, we're gonna leave it here for the day, though. Again, don't forget to smash a like before you go if you haven't already, please. Hit that subscribe if you're new, and again, if you're not a member and you want to join us in Discord, you know what to do. Come join us. Alrighty, so have a wonderful rest of the day. Let's hope we can keep cooking. Much love. Thank you all very much for the support, and yeah, we'll continue in Discord. Ready? Thank you, Lizzie. See you later. Bye for now. Bye, Rod. Nurse. Bye for now. NYC, take care as well. Tim, see you in Discord. Bye. Dan, bye for now. See you in Discord. Bye, Mohammed. Raven, get back to cooking, please. Get back to cooking. Lock and Rock, thank you. See you in Discord. And look at that, we're bouncing already, right? Like again, like this is still the best looking stock right now. We're not questioning that. Josh, bye for now. Kojo, bye for now. Sham, good evening. You too, Jay. Have a great day. See you in Discord. There we go. Look at that, guys. Look at that. Right? Is this the best stock or what? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. There we go. 144. Right? That thing gave you time to say, hey, like I'm gonna buy back in, right? Surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise. Just the one stock that's the best, Raven. Take care, Luna. See you, Andy. Just the one stock that's the best stock in the market right now. Ian, thank you. Beautiful. 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 So let's see if we can break above 150 again here now. So that $1.50 is going to be your double top already. I know, right? We say goodbye. The stock says, hey, don't go. I'm still here. Hello, hello. Don't leave me. Don't leave me, please. Don't leave me. Again, any competition for the best? No. This is the best. This is the best. I know, right? Sky? I know. But again, you are sitting at the double top, so be careful. That was a really good scalp, though. Easy monies, right? Retest of 130-ish, push back to 150. Easy monies, guys. Easy monies, right? Easy monies. Easy money, right? Easy monies. Yeah. So again, our next obstacle is going to be this 150. Once we break that level, I won't tell you where we're going to next. Daily Gourmet isn't the best. Let's go. Come on, Sky Guy. Come on. Love it. Congratulations. Give me a high five. Let's go. Well done. Yeah. You should have got in, Jian. Well, we did say this was the best stock in the market. So we did say this was the best stock in the market, right? The best stock in the market, right? Yeah. We need to break and close above that 150 then. Yeah. Let's go, Chris. Well done. So until we actually can close above $1.50, we're going to be playing with it still. Alrighty, guys, we're going to leave it there. So if you want to join us in Discord, join us in Discord. Peace. Bye, guys. Keep making monies.